Good morning, Hero Wars fans. First of all, I would like to report the results of opening the Matryoshika dolls for today's 24-hour event. If you completely complete the 24-hour event challenge, you will receive 36 Matryoshika dolls. In my case, I opened 36 Matryoshika dolls, thus receiving a total of 170 dolls. The artifacts I received from today's event are 770 chaos particles and 5 pet summoning eggs. Wow, I can get so many resources just by using the resources I have stockpiled. That's a great deal. Let's talk about my main team. This image shows my main team's strength only training status. What did you think when you saw this image? For a year and 4 months since I started playing Hero Wars, I have been desperately training Karkanostroth. As a result, I've reached the state shown in this image, but the leveling up of Jorgen, Faceless, and Martha's health status has been delayed significantly. This is a very bad situation, because even when I play against opponents with the same overall strength, I often can't win as much as I would like. Incidentally, the reason why health status is sluggish is because I put off leveling up Jorgen, Faithless, and Martha's equipment too long. Well, I knew this would happen, but when I made the list and faced the reality again, it's terrible. That's why I've been frantically collecting purple equipment for a few days now. In October 2020, I posted a video titled "I Can't Collect Purple Equipment at All," and even now, a year later, I'm still struggling with the lack of purple equipment. I understood that I needed to collect purple equipment as well, but I was so focused on collecting orange and red equipment that my Jorgen and Faceless were unable to win matches due to lack of health stats. Let's talk about the process of leveling up your heroes. The main team's priority is to train their tanks and DPS first. Then, when a hero who is behind in leveling up starts to lag behind in battle, I proceed to level up that hero. However, in my case, I was too far behind in leveling up my heroes. That should have made me unbeatable in battle. The width of the gauge is the same for all heroes on the battle screen, but if your health status is low, the gauge will drop drastically after just a few attacks from the enemy. Currently, there are many cases where the health gauge falls apart in an instant, so collapsing is a more appropriate description than reducing. I've been aware of this for a few months now, but I've been concentrating on leveling up Kark's equipment to the maximum value of Red +2, and that is how I ended up in this situation a few months ago. However, it shouldn't be too difficult to get Purple +3 equipment to Orange +3, so I plan to power up Jorgen, Faceless, and Martha in the next few weeks. As you can see, I've collected so many fragments in the past year and 4 months that I should be able to power up Jorgen, Faceless, and Martha to Orange +3 in a relatively short period of time. I'll wrap up the story. I think it's time for you, the audience, to check and see if your main team has an extremely skewed training situation. In some cases, like mine, the team composition is fine, but the training procedure is wrong and you can't win the battle. Even if you only try to strengthen the attack power, it will be useless if your hero dies before he can activate his skills, so be sure to train your hero with his health status in mind. Now, it's time for the video to end. If you think I'm an idiot, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video until the last part. I'll see you in my next video.
Thank you.